capo. Don't worry about it. So, okay, just leave it here for just a second. What's your first chord? Just play it again.
A minor. I can just sing it with her.
Don't worry about me. I mean, I can play this. This is in the same key, right?
Great.
But I'm not gonna.
It just follows.
Don't.
You're fine.
Yeah. G.
What's wrong?
It's fine.
No, but
We're gonna do Shabbat and Louis Bacala.
yeah, but it's just the chords. It's not zoomed in. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Thank you.
Am I doing it where like after I do the high, we get to the highest
We're not
one,
doing
we
the
come back.
Sabbath prayer, which is on the thing.
Okay.
Oh, we need people to come
Yeah.
upstairs.
Upstairs. All the people who call the people are up here.
I'll go get people to come
Oi.
upstairs.
Can we hold out that?
Yeah.
The second time through I do. So listen.
And so that's the last. We do that once.
We'll either do it once through or twice.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why do I recognize that?
But again, the pressure's on because if you make this right,
Please.
we can go to regionals. See?
Your point being it's all silliness.
It's all okay. Fly. Let's roll with it.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah.
But yes, of course, we still want to
You
talk
should
about it.
just,
And try to
but like, so here's what happened to me at camp. This is why I'm nervous. I played at camp and I started playing Orzarua and my guitar was taken away from me because I wasn't playing fast enough for what the community wanted to do. And I haven't played guitar publicly since then.
fickle. They're a fickle bunch. That's what that's about.
Yeah. So I just feel like, maybe
yeah.
the camp crowd is not for me.
It's funny when people something's ingrained in them. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and also like I do the Oseh Shalom different, and they were like, "No, you can't play this." But I do it that way. But then the repeat, the way
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I started doing it because I learned it just recently. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So
well, then you should. So how does it go?
I do it if I'm doing in D minor. Oseh Shalom Imroma. You want to do it? You're doing it.
I don't know where to go from here.
Do it twice and then. Yeah. That's all it is. But don't.
But I'm not going to be able to do that in the moment.
Yeah.
So you can keep going and do it.
Yeah. Let's see if I have music for it.
Well, it's going to be great.
Of course.
Rena's going to come up and sing with us. I'm joking.
Yes.
I'm joking. Unless you want to.
We could dance and sing. What?
Amaya and Amari are going to come up.
You can dance if
It's
you
gonna
want
be
to.
great. Fantastic. We got this. I'm gonna set my guitar down for a minute. I think that's Samira.
So do you want me to go here? Sorry.
Hi, Raphaël. Raphaël, j'entends rien du tout. Rien du tout. Sorry.
You say, oh, get the people upstairs, and then they don't. I know, it's on my mind.
Rabbi Eve, I don't know how you do this.
And you're going to sit with who?
Every week,
Mia?
twice,
She gets up?
3 times, multiple times.
Had I known that Ellen was going to come upstairs, I would have just been in there. I don't, but I get yelled at for getting mean.
Changing my glasses so I can see.
I'm ready. Where's Leia?
I forget what I'm doing, but whatever I'm doing. The two of them,
You're doing your usual.
which is A to B, like the.
So we do need to make an announcement.
The games are in 102 afterwards.
Yes, but they are to wait outside the doors.
Okay.
They are not allowed in.
Until we tell them.
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom. We are here. If you're watching online, you'll notice we're a few minutes after our usual start time. We have a tremendous community here tonight, and we are moving everyone from one place to the other. And so that is what's happening in case you're not in this space. But it is absolutely wonderful to be together, to come together as Neve Shalom community with the Camp Solomon Schechter community. Hine Matov Umanayim. How wonderful it is that we are together.
Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Let's all sing together.
Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Hine matov umanayim. How wonderful, how good it is that we can come together in this space. It has been a week. Has it been a week for everyone?
It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. And we come together at the end of every week, whether it's been a week or it's been a week. We come together for Shabbat at the end of each week. So I want to invite you now to find a space to settle in, maybe take a deep breath, to center ourselves in this space, in this moment. At the end of whatever week we have, we know that we are walking through it together. And when we know we're together, that is what brings us joy. Lechu Neranena, page 11.
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. נריה נריה לצור אישנו נקדמה פניו ותודה נריה נריה לצור אישנו בזמירות נריה לו לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לאדוני לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לכו נרננה לאדוני לכו 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 נרננה לכו 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 נרננה כי אל גדול אדוני ומלך גדול על כל אלוהים אשר בידו מחקרי הארץ ותועפות ההרים לו לכו 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 נרננה או לכו 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 נרננה אשר לא היה והוא עשהו ויבשת ידיו יצרו בואו נשתחווה ונכרע נברכה לפני אדוני עושנו לכו 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 נרננה לכו 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 נרננה כי הוא אלוהינו ואנחנו אמר איתו וצאן ידו היומים בקולו תשמעו לכו 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 נרננה לכו 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 נרננה אל תקשו לבבכם כי מריבה כיום מסע במדבר אשר ניסוני אבותיכם בחנוני גם ראו פועלי לכו 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 נרננה או לכו 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 נרננה 40 שנה כול בדור אמרם טוען לבבם והם לא ידעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי ואפי מבון אל מנוחתי.
Well, that was a joyful way to start our week. Did you have a good week, Leah?
I did have a really good week. There were some ups and downs, and I'm really glad to be here for Shabbat at the end of the week to reflect. And it's a really special Shabbat, don't you think? Because we've got Camp Solomon Schechter
We've got camp.
Shabbat Shalom, Camp Solomon Schechter.
Woo!
And we've got Neva Shalom here. Shabbat Shalom, Neva Shalom.
Woo!
And we're making, can you make a Shabbat, is it a Shabbat sandwich? Is that what we're doing?
It's a knish, maybe?
A Shabbat swirl?
Gefilte fish?
It's a Shabbat.
It's a Shabbat gefilte fish.
you
That's a
guys.
mixture, right?
And I wanted to say a Shabbat Shalom to you, Rabbi Eve, and to you, Cantor Biton, and to
Shabbat
Ruthie,
Shalom.
who is our assistant camp director, who's here from Camp Solomon Schechter, and to Manda, who is
Amanda's
probably-
running around with children.
She's probably setting stuff up, but she's here with us, and we are just really glad to be here. This Shabbat might look a little different. than
It is
Shabbat.
going to look a little different, but every Shabbat looks a little different because every week is a little bit different. What it might do is sound a little different too.
It might sound a little different. We're going to do some Camp Solomon Schechter songs, some Neva Shalom songs, and it'll be a gefilte fish of a service, and that's everyone's favorite, right?
I do think gefilte fish is delicious, so no? I'm being out. Fine, a matzo ball?
Yeah, matzah ball.
Is it a matzo ball? Okay, it's a Moroccan cigar of a service.
There we go.
I don't know, pick your favorite culinary delight. But what it is it's a light. We come to Shabbat and we are here together in community, bringing light into our world. Or Zarua, let us sow that light, let that light shine. Page 16. Where's that Rua? Who had a moment of light this week? Did anyone have a moment of light? A moment of light? You had a bright moment? I'm seeing hands up. Somebody had a bright moment. Anyone want to share what their moment of light was this week? The sunshine. Yes, we are in Portland, Oregon. It is November and there was sunshine this week. What else were moments of light? Leah, is it Leah or Miriam? Which one of you's got Miriam? You gotta be louder. Your friend? Oh, your friend shared. Oh, love it. Love this light. There is light in our world. Eitan, you have your hand up. What was your moment of light? Spending time with your friends. Or Zarua, we sow these moments of light with each other. That is how we walk to Shabbat. As we turn to L'chad Odi, and for L'chad Odi, we're going to do a camp melody, right?
Yes.
Yes, we're doing a melody that you may have heard at camp. We're going to do the first stanza on page 23. That's the Shamor stanza. And then we're all going to stand, because you should be standing and dancing anyway, for the last stanza on page 25.
I think it's actually a gefilte fish L'chad Odi.
Gefilte fish L'chad Odi. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
L'chad Odi, l'chali krakala, b'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chad Odi, l'chali krakala, b'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 l'chad Odi, l'chali krakala, b'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chad Odi, l'chali krakala, b'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, hishmi'anu el hamichad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem tiferet v'litzchi la 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 l'chad Odi. Let's rise as we greet the Shabbat bride. P'nei Shabbat nekabela, l'chad Odi, l'krat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha uv'tohala, tov emunei am segula. Bo'i chala la 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 l'chad Odi, l'krat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. P'nei Shabbat nekabela la 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 l'chad Odi, l'krat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. L'chad Odi, l'krat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. In these moments of this week, we walk together in moments of joy. And as a congregation, we also walk together in moments of sorrow. In this past week, we were saddened to learn of the passing of Gary Weinstein. To his family, we extend the words of our tradition. Hamakom yenachem etchem, b'toch sha'ar avalei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May the one who creates places of community comfort you among all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Amen.
Amen.
I want to hear some more moments of light. There were a few more hands that I didn't get to, and we had moments of light. Who else had a moment of light? I saw over there, yeah. You got your OBOB. All right, Oregon Battle of the Books. Absolutely, we love literacy.
Field trip.
Field trips, absolutely. What are other moments of light? You joined an OBOB team too, amazing. An A+ on a science test. I love these moments of light. Everybody's pointing at everybody else. Oh, your dance recital. Do you know what a moment of light for me will be? A moment of light for me would be if parents might check on your children and see if they're in the vestry, which is the back of the sanctuary, and invite them to come into the front of the sanctuary. That would be a moment of light for the entirety of the congregation, absolutely. All right, last one, so going to school? What a wonderful world it is when we sow all of these moments of life. Page 27.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, טוב להודות לאדוני, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, טוב להודות לאדוני. עלי עשור ולנבל, עלי היגיון בכינור, כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. I see trees of green, red roses too, I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, help me out.
What a
Wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
We come to Shabbat with this moment of wonder in this space that we are in. Shabbat is this moment at the end of the week. We'll sing in a little bit the words Vishamru B'nai Yisrael, that the people of Israel have to guard Shabbat, because Shabbat was this special gift that we were given by God. But we were not given this gift of Shabbat really, truly in the beginning of the Torah in the way that we have it now. There were other promises that God had made to us. And what we know is that God does not take or make promises lightly. For God to make a promise, in order to make a covenant, for God there needs to be some type of physical proof. Think back to last week. Last week was Parshat Noah. What do you remember about Parshat Noah? What did God give us that was physical in Parshat Noah? It looks like this. It's on my kippah. Thank you to Dana Sirkin. What is it? It's a rainbow. Yeah, last week in that portion, God's promise came in the form of a rainbow. God said, I will not destroy the world again, and here was the rainbow. In this week's Torah portion, there are multiple covenants that God makes with Avram. One of them we won't talk about. It's a physical covenant that we continue to make on day 8 with our baby boys. The other one is that Avram will go from Avram to Avraham. And in the making of that covenant, it's one letter that makes the change. It's the little Hebrew letter, a hey. But in that tiny letter, Avram goes from an exalted father, Avram, to Avraham, a father of a multitude. It's one tiny letter, the hey. But inside that tiny letter is the divine spirit. It's almost like a divine breath. It even sounds like a breath when you say it. Ready? Let's say the letter hey. Ready? Hey. Hey. And when you have that breath, Avraham is changed forever. There's also something about Jewish summer camp that changes you forever. There's something extra. There's a divine breath that permeates an overnight camp experience. It's not just this journey of being physically away from home or your meddling parents. It's not just learning that you don't have to shower every night or that you might like a new food. It's a journey that you take toward yourself, a journey for yourself. This week we read Parshat Lech Lecha, and the words Lech Lecha mean go for yourself. But another translation that we find is actually also go to yourself. It's not just Avraham leaving his home. It's Avram becoming Avraham. He leaves to go to be himself. Going to sleepaway camp is so much more than leaving home. It's a discovery of self. It's forming new friendships, trying new things, and journeying toward the person you will become. It's adding a tiny breath, a tiny expansiveness, the letter hey. We often hear about Sinai moments. What's your Sinai moment, we might ask? What was that big, revelatory, life-changing thing that happened to you like what happened to the Israelites at Sinai? But the truth is there can be no Sinai moment, especially in our Torah, without a Lech Lecha moment first. Summer camp is a personal Lech Lecha moment. It's an opportunity to leave behind familiar surroundings, step out of our comfort zones, and explore the unknown. The experience teaches us how to be independent, resilient, and resourceful. And those are things, qualities that we need now more than ever. If you heard or listened to or read my Rosh Hashanah sermon, you might remember that I shared that the biggest challenge I think we face in our world today is how divided we are. This entire election cycle moment in time has proven that to us. The vicious attacks on Israelis in Amsterdam proved that division is the problem. In the Mishnah, Pirkei Avot, it teaches, in a place where there are no humans, strive to be a human. B'makom she'ein anashim, Hillel omer hishadal lihiyot ish. Be a human. We don't need more red or blue, this or that. What we need are more humans. We need to be human. We need more people willing to embrace our shared humanity, willing to just listen, to take a breath, to find that letter hey, that spark within each of us. On Yom Kippur, I spoke about our theme for this year, be a blessing. That too is a Lech Lecha teaching. And you shall be a blessing, God says. As you, Avram, go out into the people and become Avraham, you too are a blessing in our world. And that's my hope. My hope is that you find your Lech Lecha moment, journey for you, and journey to you. In a place lacking of humanity, use your humanity. In a place lacking blessing, be the blessing. We've all been given that little letter hey, that spark inside of us. We have it. We need to connect to one another, and now is the time to see it. While we can't live at camp all year round, though we certainly might like to, and some people do, we do have the opportunity to build those communities and go out for ourselves, to find ourselves, to be present with ourselves, and also doing that in community. For Parshat Lech Lecha, for this moment in time, God says, go out and be a blessing. God says others will bless themselves by you in a place where people are not acting as human. The mandate is to be a human and to see the humanness in each and every person of creation. And we do that by listening. We do that by being present. We do that by coming together. And that's why in our service, every time we gather for Shabbat, in this moment between ending our week and settling into Shabbat, we have the Baruch, which is a moment inviting us to see that we are together, that we are listening and gathering in prayer. So I invite you to rise now as we give each other permission to wake up ourselves, wake up our bodies, open our ears and our hearts in prayer together. The Baruch Hu is on page 39A. We'll do a melody that Noah Aronson wrote.
Can you understand? Am I awake?
You may be seated as we continue individually, page 39A.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם. ומעביר יום מביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המרעיב הרבים.
Amen. We turn to page 41. We said, am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Amanda, what's your favorite sound of camp? What's your favorite thing to listen to when you're at camp?
The sound of laughter.
Ooh, that's not this week's Torah portion, though.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine.
But the way we're going to do the Shema
Okay.
is going to tie into your hey
right,
breath
let's
thing.
do it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Manda, and I'm the camp director at Camp Solomon Schechter. Hi. And for those here who go to camp, they may have heard once or twice or multiple times over the summer, I do yoga, I'm a runner, and I'm really into breathing. Like, I'm just really, when I'm running fast and I'm huffing and I'm puffing, I can focus on my breathing and calm myself down. When I'm anxious, when I'm nervous, when I'm excited, I can just focus on my breath and know it's going to be okay. So today when we do the Shema, this might be new for some of you. Some of you may have done it this way before. We're going to focus on each word, and we're going to say that word, and we're going to hold it as long as we can. And when we're out of breath, we'll stop, and we're not going to move on to the next word until we have all stopped. Okay? Should we try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Shema. Yisrael. Adonai. Eloheinu. Adonai. Echad. Baruch Shem Kibol Malchut Haolam Va'ed.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Page 42.
ושמת את דברי אלי על לבבך. על האדמה שנשפע. דבר מצווה. ציטה. זונים תזכרו. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We turn to page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. God, allow us and everyone on our earth to lie down in peace.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, ועמידנו מלכנו לחיים, לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, 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 ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך, והגן בעדנו, והסר מעלינו אויב נבר וחרב, ורע ויגון, להשכיבנו לשלום, שלום, והסר שטן מלפנינו, לפנינו, לפנינו, ומאחרינו, אחרינו, 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 ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו, 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 כי אלה שומרנו, שומרנו, ומצילנו אתה, כי אל המלך חנון ורחום אתה, השכיבנו, השכיבנו לשלום, שלום, ושמור צאתנו בואנו לחיים ושלום, מעתה מעד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו וכל עמו ישראל והר ירושלים.
We rise for Vishamru, page 46. I'm ready for Vishamru. Are you ready, Ruthie? Okay, you're going to lead us in Vishamru. Okay, you want to use that mic or this mic? It can't be. You always need a friend with you for it. All right, let's do it.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. בני ישראל
אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. ביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם.
Chatzi Kaddish, page 46, followed by the individual private Amidah for Shabbat on pages 47 through 52.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמר רבה, ועל מה דיברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה, ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן, ישמר רבה מברך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמח לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תאמירן בעלמא ויאמרו אמן.
Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Baruch atah.
שיבה רואה מאוד גשם. יצא אדוני במערכה.
If you're still davening, we invite you to continue at your own pace. This has become a tradition of Neve Shalom and Camp Solomon Schechter. It's another matzah ball, which is this, a gefilte fish. I was moving away from gefilte fish. This is a moment when we sing this version of Oseh Shalom by Nava Tehillah that we have motions that go with them. You're welcome to sit or stand. It depends on what your body is telling you in this moment. We say, Oseh Shalom bimromav, God who makes peace up here. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. And we take our hands and we bring it down. We want that peace to be with us. Ve'al kol Yisrael, we spread it to everyone who's in this space, in this community. But we don't just want to keep that peace for us. We want to spread it even bigger. Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, to everyone who is in our midst. And then we share it even louder to our friends. Ve'imru, amen.
Shalom bimromav. יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל Yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. עושה שלום
במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, ועל כל ישראל, spread it further, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו, אמן.
Again. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו, אמרו, אמן. Let's hear you. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
I could have just kept going. That was the release I needed this week. Let's bring that piece from up high to this moment. We turn to Kaddish Shalem, page 54, followed by Kiddush. We invite you to rise as you're able.
יתגדל מקדש שמי רבה, ועלמה דיברה כאילו תבניך מלכותה, וחייכון ומכון וחיי דכל בית ישראל, בהגרזן קריב מרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי קדושה בריחו, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו, אמן. תתגבל צבאות ההון והאתון לכל ישראל, קודם אבוהון ושניה אמרו, אמן. יהי שלומר ושמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו, אמרו, אמן.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol
העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו.
Baruch atah Adonai מקדש השבת
אמן.
לחיים. Grapey. Very grapey. We will turn to Aleinu, page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים
ומשתחווים
ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו, ושכינת עוזו, בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, הם את מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד, אין עוד. ותמלוך עליהם אלא לעולם ועד, כמלכות של חיים. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. As we said earlier, we come together in moments of joy, and Shabbat also gives us an opportunity to come together in memory and in love of those who once were with us physically and now live in our memory. This week, the list of those whose yortzites we're observing can be found on the back of our order of service. If you're here observing a yortzite tonight, I invite you now to rise and share with us the names of those we are remembering this week. In the back. Thank you. Steve? All those we hold in our hearts, all those observing a yortzite or in their year of mourning, we turn to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitzkadal v'yitzkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach kirutei ve'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon uvyomachon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam omei almaya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudasha b'richu, La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata d'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May their memories always be for a blessing. You may be seated. Shabbat shalom. It is so much fun to have a matzo ball service, a gefilte fish service, a Camp Solomon Schechter and Neve Shalom Moroccan cigar coming to, what's the equivalent? There's no equivalent in Sephardi food. It's just better seasoned. It is wonderful to come together to have these services together. If you are a overnight camp aged kiddo, you are invited after we finish services to stand outside room 102 until the camp staff let you know that it's time to go in for some games and fun and awesomeness. So that is happening after services tomorrow morning. We have services again at 9:30 in the morning. It is a combined minyan in the truest form, lay-led and clergy leading services together. I don't know if you know this, but we don't just do this on Friday nights and Saturday morning. There is minyan every day of the week. In fact, 8:45 on Sundays and 7:15 the rest of the week. Leah just said she's coming, so yeah, if you'd like to come and help us make a minyan, it's always, always, always appreciated. This announcement, this next one, has me feeling really like a little nervous. It says Hanukkah is coming. I know, right? Hanukkah is coming on Sunday, December 29th from 3 to 5. We will have our congregation-wide Hanukkah celebration with a latke bar, cookie decorating, candle lighting, games, music, the whole thing. It's going to be fantastic. We are also, before Hanukkah comes Thanksgiving, collecting Princella's sweet potatoes 29-ounce cans. We need 100 more cans. So if you're out shopping and you see them, grab some if you can and bring them to us. We need 100 more of those cans by November 21st. Cantor Bitone,
Rabbi Posen.
are you doing anything this coming Thursday night? You want to go out or something?
That sounds great. I hear there's an amazing musical lecture happening here at Neve
A
Shalom. Have you heard
musical
about
lecture?
it?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it, right? Everyone wants me to come sing, right?
I will be leading a musical
Oh,
lecture
okay.
here at the synagogue called Jewish Hitmakers. It's many of the songs that we sing in pop music we've sung through the decades have been written by Jewish composers. And I'll be looking through many of them, whether it's from the 50s or 60s or songs by a little more recent, which to me is the 80s and 90s as well. So come, that's at Thursday at 7 p.m. and registration is required, Lisa?
Encouraged.
Encouraged, highly encouraged. We have a
Encouraged.
sense as to how loud I should project my voice.
You can also check out everything else happening on our website and in our e-blasts. We're going to close out tonight with 2 songs. We're going to start with Kol Halam Kulo Gesher Tsar Me'od. The entirety, Kol Halam Kulo, in the entirety of the whole world is a very narrow bridge. The essence, V'ha'ikar lo lefached klal, is not to be afraid, because we are in this together. And following that, we'll do Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Let there be peace that comes to all of us.
Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. Let's go again. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל.
If you were standing up and clapping and dancing during that one, this is your moment. Come up here right now. We're going to lead, I'm not joking, we're going to lead Odiavo, and we need your help. Come on up. There were at least 3 of you.
The most important thing is not to be afraid, because Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Peace. Peace will be here. Here we go.
Ojavo Shalom Aleinu
Ojavo Shalom Aleinu
ועל כולם.
Ojavo Shalom
יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלאם, סלאם, סלאם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלאם, סלאם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם.
Yasher Koch, Andrew Viton, Alea Conley, Ruthie, and Amanda.
Shabbat shalom.
Camp Solomon Schechter, Shabbat Shalom.
We are heading, if you're a kid, to room
Room
102.
102. Or parents. Parents are welcome too, apparently.
I'm gonna pack this up now. Shabbat shalom, bye Judah. Shabbat shalom. I'm Rabbi Eve. No, Rabbi Eve was right here and now she's gone. I don't know. She's right there, up on the bima. See her? Thank you, Leah. That was fun.
What's going on, friends? Oh my goodness, I love it.
Yeah, I know. That's
You drew the Ner Tamid. I can totally tell. You did an awesome job. Good job.
Wait, no, that wasn't
You drew the Ner Tamid. I can totally tell what it is. I love it. I always think it looks like a spider. You made it look like a pineapple.
Where
And
are you
now I'm
going
going to call it a pineapple. Because it looks like a pineapple now.
Okay.
It's good. I didn't want to see it as a spider.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it's not happening.
I'll do it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't win it all.
It's so far away, and their service is so different
Because
today.
we had dinner first.
Yes, and the service is different feeling. All that. Amen.
It's better because I didn't have enough for all the kids.
Right, right. Oh, that's a good point. That's it all. Thanks. Yeah. A what? A what? Oh God! It's like it's interesting. That's fun. Yeah, I like to do that sometimes. Yeah, it needs it.
It's like $500.
Oh yeah, no, I'll do this.
Enjoy. Sorry, Steve, you walked all the way up here. We could have been in Stanford, but the sound in there wouldn't have been better.
No, and yeah, it wasn't that. It was just the overall. First of all, yeah, I mean, the kids were particularly outrageous today.
Did you hear my light would be if your parents would come to
I walked up immediately and closed, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you pulling your face?
I came up immediately to the sock line next to you, you know, to try and it was like,
Oh, thank you.
Dan Salzberg has another rabbi I know. His third time was developmentally
I think it's dinner before it's dark. It's the first week of daylight savings.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what I
We
think
did,
it
but
is.
we were in here and we went in there. We weren't competing with spaces. The getting them to come upstairs was hard.
My thought is, some people can take some of that.
But we talked a lot about having a pipe paper too down there.
Yeah,
It was
but that
supposed to, Leia was supposed to do it, and then we came up here and it was already time.
Hi there, how are you?
Okay.
Sure.
Ah, 100 and. Oh.
I love the idea. I think maybe just maybe a blue and yellow ribbon next to the paper.
Because they were fogging up. I need a person. We didn't turn my fans on today.
Everyone is too much. That's me. If you start, but I love the idea. What's the gesture?
That's what those fans are. And I usually plug it in and have it blowing on me, but then the guys got mad that it was too full. Also, it would be great if we had a decent.
Hello. Testing, testing.
Or if we had, I don't know, a space that was turned to the back. So it was
Yeah, you
we need a new sound system, not a broken sound system.
Oh, dang it.
But others are like, what do you do for my kids?
None of our regulars were here
Go ahead.
because they saw it was Camp Shabbat.
Right.
I mean, regulars like
Apparently he has a
old-timers.
heavy hand.
Yes. Like
That's
we
what
were
Brian
the
told me.
axes
Brian
were
sure
here.
told me he has a heavy hand.
They've been through the
Right?
They shouldn't be, but they should be a service for kids. Whatever.
I'm pretty proud of him, actually.
I agree,
but
and
that's-
I don't.
yeah.
I did not enjoy this. This was not what it was.
All right, friends.
Okay.
Yeah,
I,
this is.
I wasn't sure what it was supposed to be. That's why I was
When
like,
I pull my body down now.
Shabbat shalom.
Women of a certain age.
Yeah,
I had to take them off. They were steaming up too high.
I'm telling you, I am in my. For another 5 years, I get to be in my own personal summer daily by meds.
Well, I should have turned my fan on for myself. I know better, but I didn't want to encourage kids to come up and touch it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. There are about 850 member units. Well, I know that you're gonna manage.
You've gone nonstop today.
The Mazon, the program, and I imagine you're gonna need the Mercat for Mercat, and I know you'll need some of that information to get to You know, Yuzar Hess is going to be here. Yuzar Hess, the
I
head
tried to make it
president
as
of the World
normal
Zionist
and
Organization.
I tried to bring it
Yeah,
together, but it's
so
hard
in
when
February,
you're coming from.
We're gonna right, so
I
in
have to learn a Torah
February
reading for tomorrow.
we have
I'm gonna have to ping pong it. There's no way I'm gonna learn it. At some point you'll learn it. That one's off, dude.
Yuzar Hess is one of the speakers who's gonna be here on a Friday night. Someone we were invited to do downstairs, kind of like we do with our scholar residents.
Come here.
He's gonna do a,
Yates, come here.